Everything ain't the enemy. What you're going through, whatever you're going through right now, God is using this thing for your development. God is using this to help you grow and develop and become the person who can actually do the thing that he has called you to do. Y'all, I remember when I was in the military, when I was in the Army, when I went to basic training, everything we did was outside. Everything was outside. But one day it was raining and our drill sergeant comes in. We're just hanging out, right? Because it's raining. We're just hanging out on the inside waiting for instruction. And our drill sergeant comes in and y'all, he starts yelling, "Get up, get up, get up, get up." And we're like, for what? It's raining. And y'all, my drill sergeant said, "This is the perfect day. Today is the perfect opportunity to train. This is the perfect opportunity." And y'all, you may be going through, I don't know what you're facing, right? Whatever you're going through, I want you to know this is the perfect opportunity. Today is the perfect day for you to grow, for you to develop, for you to allow God to work on the inside of you, what you need to actually do what he has called you to do. This is how we grow. Y'all, we grow. We grow in the storm. We grow when we face obstacles. I know, y'all, it feels like when we're in it, it feels like the thing came to take us out. It feels like it was sent to destroy us. But no, everything is not the enemy. And I'm telling you that God is using this thing. God is using this thing for your growth, for your development, so that you can do what he has called you to do. And not just do it, you can carry the weight of it, and you can do it in such a way, right? God doesn't just want us to do anything, because we have a different definition of success. No, when you go through, when you're growing and developing, when you get to the place he's calling you to, when you're actually walking it out, when you're doing the thing he's called you to do, you actually can carry the weight of it, because you allowed God to work on the inside of you, what you actually needed to carry the weight. So you're going to be able to do it in such a way where it's not going to destroy your marriage. It's not going to destroy your family. You're going to have peace. You're going to have joy. Listen, some of the people that we look at, and you may look at people and feel like they're successful. You may feel like they're successful, but let me tell you, the reason God wants you to grow and develop and not run from this thing, but take advantage of this storm, take advantage of the challenges and the obstacles, is because you have a different calling. You've been called to, you haven't been called to just do this thing any old kind of way. No, you've been called to do this thing in a particular way that will draw people closer to God. When we realize this, when we can really see it for what it is, which is an opportunity, we see why James says in the word, count it all joy. Count it all joy, my brother. Count it all joy, my sister, when you face trials of many kinds, because we know that the testing of our faith, y'all, we know the testing of our faith produces patience. It produces perseverance. It produces resilience. It produces the things that we need on the inside of us to actually do the thing that God has called us to do. So when we get there, we're going to be complete, lacking nothing. God doesn't want us to get there, and when we have our opportunity, right, we miss it, right? We can't do it, or we do it and we can't hold on to it. We can't carry the weight of it, right? No, God wants us to be complete, lacking nothing. That's why it says, y'all, James 1:4, James 1:2, consider it pure joy, my brother, when you face trials of many kind, because you know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance. Perseverance must finish its work so that you may be complete. You may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Y'all, that's what the word says. So that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. And it goes back to the podcast I was telling y'all that I was watching, and Cheryl Brady said, if we run from these storms, you know, this is me paraphrasing, if we run from the storm, if we run from the opportunities that God is giving us to grow and develop, when we get to the place We're going to be reaching. We're going to be reaching on the inside of us, trying to grab hold, trying to pull out what we need in that moment, and it's not going to be there. When we get that thing, when we get to the place, we're going to be trying to reach for perseverance, because we're going to need it then. When we get there, we're going to really need perseverance. That's what we don't realize. When you get the thing that you're praying for, you're going to really need some perseverance. That's why God is trying to work it on the inside of you right now. But what she was saying, y'all, is when we get to that place, we're going to be reaching for it. We're going to be reaching on the inside of us, trying to pull it out, because we're going to need it, and it's not going to be there. Resilience won't be on the inside of us. Perseverance won't be on the inside of us. Patience won't be on the inside of us. These things won't be on the inside of us because we wouldn't allow God to work it in us. We wouldn't allow it. God is saying, if you would have taken advantage, the reason why I left you in that storm is because that was my way of working these things in you. You wouldn't allow me to work it in you. Now you're in the place, you have your chance, you have your opportunity, you have your moment, and now you can't handle it. Now you can't carry the weight of it because you wouldn't allow God to work on the inside of you the things that you needed to actually do the thing that he's calling you to do, because you thought you had it. You thought you had on the inside of you what you needed. But y'all, God is saying no. No, Kira, you actually don't. It's just like y'all remember on the 5 Heartbeats? And I know I'm always quoting books and the word, but y'all know I love movies too. If you anybody who knows anything about me, you know that. But do y'all remember on the 5 Heartbeats when Eddie Kane, y'all know Eddie Kane had the little drug issue, and he, they had put him out the group, replaced him with Flash, and he goes to Flash, knocks on the door of dressing room, the hotel, I don't know where they were, and he says, "You want my spot, Flash? You want my spot? You want my spot, Flash? Well, you can't get it because you ain't got it." Do y'all remember that? Y'all, that's what God is saying to us. God is saying the spot that you want, Kira, the spot that you want me to put you in, right? The thing that you're praying for, the thing that you're asking me for, you want it. You want this spot, but you actually ain't got it. You ain't got it. You have the gifting, you have skill, right? But you don't have what you need on the inside of you to actually carry the weight of this thing I'm calling you to. You actually don't have what you need on the inside of you to actually do the thing that I'm calling you to. Y'all, that's what God is saying to you. God is saying this thing that you're praying for, this thing that you're asking me for, you actually don't have what you need on the inside of you to carry the weight of it. I don't want you to get there and not be able to carry the weight of it. I don't want you to get there and the thing destroy your marriage. I don't want you to get this thing that you're praying for and it destroy your marriage because you didn't have what you needed on the inside of you to carry the weight of it. And you know why you didn't have it? Because you wouldn't allow God to work it on the inside of you. He was trying to give you what you needed on the inside of you, but you ran from the storm. You said, "Oh, it's raining. I'm just going to stay on the inside. I'm just going to wait for this storm to pass. I'm going to wait it out." No. Y'all, we got to allow God to work on the inside of us to give us what we need, right? To actually do the things that he's calling us to do. We can't run from the storm. If we run from it, we'll never have what we need. We will never grow. We will never develop, right? We will never become the person that God has called us to be. We will never become capable of doing the thing that God has called us to do. Y'all, don't miss it. Do not miss it. Do not miss your opportunity to grow. Do not miss your opportunity to develop and become the person that God has called and created you to be. Don't run from the storm. This thing, I know it feels like it came to take you out. I know it feels like it came to destroy you, but it didn't. It didn't. This thing came to develop you. Don't miss your opportunity to grow. Don't miss your opportunity to develop. Today, y'all, today is the perfect day. Today is the perfect day to train. Today is the perfect day for you to grow, for you to develop, for you to become the person that God is calling you to be. Don't miss it. Y'all, do not miss this opportunity that God is giving you. All right, y'all, that's it. Count it all joy. Count it all joy, my brother. Count it all joy, my sister. The testing of your faith is producing on the inside of you what you actually need to do what God is calling you to do. Count it all joy. Bye.